And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball. Right here on 2K Sports. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Take a look at the Cavaliers. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build in the wins as the season goes on. And, of course, there's the 76ers, a half game back.
Well, I think for the Sixers, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. The big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. The highly skilled guard pair of Garland and Mitchell. And it's Merrill in at the small forward. And for Philadelphia, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's George. And it's Barlow in at the power forward position. And Doris, when you look around the league, there are still a handful of players coming along from off-season injury.
Yeah, and Kev, this is a very tough balance for coaches to have to navigate. You have to protect your guys that have a history of injury, but at the same time, it's eventually go time. We got to win games here.
Philadelphia with the ball. Lets it go with the three. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us, an update. Allie?
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. We discussed Evan Mobley and how we wanted to defend him coming into this matchup. He said, quote, to make him settle for jumpers, we don't want him getting easy buckets or deep inside positioning. That's when you get into trouble. We'll see how good the resilience is against him tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Maxey, no good. Last game for the Cavaliers, they picked up the W against the 76ers.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
Now, here's Maxey, following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Nice read by Maxey. Sees it, hits it, done.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Here they come. Nice round of applause for your 76ers. Put your hands together for your Philadelphia 76ers.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Edgecombe with the screen for Maxey. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
Man, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, I don't think they win without the productivity they got from their bench. That made the difference.
And here are the 76ers now, following the score by Cleveland.
Well, Maxey is a dead-eye sniper from beyond the arc. The D has to chase him off that line.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has 5. Allen kicks to Garland. In the corner, it's Mobley. Back to Garland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. over Maxey. It's hauled in by George.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold off Father Time?
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Maxey passes to Barlow. Outside for George. Good, nice job down low.
Now you see Paul George stay strong and committed with the basketball, totally focused on finishing.
And Merrill has it in the corner. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Barlow. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Pass to Barlow. Maxey feeling it out a bit, and Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Here's Grimes. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
That one drops for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
This one for 3. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. 3-point lead. Here's Mitchell. And he banks in the layup. Mitchell's got 7. 46 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Oubre. Shoots the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, this is an area of his game that he has stepped up from his entry point into the league. Kelly Oubre is got to be taken seriously from downtown right now.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play.
Oh!
Yeah.
Goodness.
How about the vertical from Kelly Oubre Jr.? My goodness.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. And here are the Cavaliers now. Wade, right side. Shoots a fader. That one misses. Now McCain with 1 on the clock. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court for Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell is out there with ball. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. Then there's Wade. And it's Tyson in at the free slot. And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quentin Grimes, a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick DJ Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
Mitchell looking it over. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. And now let's check out the teams with the best free throw percentage. The 76ers third.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Here's McCain. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Embiid. A shake. Robust move inside by Joel Embiid.
And just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Wade outside. In the corner, it's Hunter. Outside, ball. Cleveland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Mitchell outside. And a miss there on the triple. The 76ers leading. Outside, Edwards. Here's McCain. Basket counts.
And they've repeatedly closed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Maxey's checked in for the 76ers. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Garland, he's checked in for Mitchell. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Outside, ball. Kicks it out to Garland. Oubre against Hunter. 6 to shoot. Fades and shoots. Good.
A solid mid-range shooter. Hunter knows where his strengths are.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Back over to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie. DB, given his accuracy, do you think Darius Garland will ever be in the 50-40-90 club?
You know what, Kevin? I think very few people have ever done it. Do I believe Darius Garland has the talent to do it? No question about it. He is a tremendous shooter and an electric young guard in this league.
Yeah, and Ball is an incredibly gifted passer. Just excels at getting his guys going.
Maxey passes to Oubre, to the paint. Here's Embiid. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Embiid's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Garland kicks the ball. Back to Garland. Outside, ball. There's the 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Here's Maxey. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Driving inside. Wade passes the ball. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2. That one on Maxey.
And the defense got full. Ball pulled them right in with that pump fake.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
They've also done a great job finding openings and exploiting them. Take those lanes when they're given and turn them into points.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Bona's checked in, and it's George in for Kelly Oubre. And it's tied up with that one. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
Come on, that is some big-time toughness inside by Garland.
Maxey on the wing, guarded by Garland. Shot by Grimes, no good. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter.
Physical finish from Mitchell, a guy who has no problem playing through contact.
The 76ers trail by 4. Outside Maxey sinks that one from the post. Maxey's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Mobley against George. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh my goodness, the size and athleticism of Evan Mobley. What a sight to behold.
And here's Maxey outside. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
He is spotting the open teammate there. Nice work by Maxey.
And here is Garland. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Here's Edgecombe. Can't connect from 14 feet out. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cleveland ahead, up 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
You know, for Philadelphia, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young guys to take a step forward in their development.
Now let's talk about our featured game. Guys, Donovan Mitchell was the star of that first half.
So it's not about how many shots you take, it's about how many you make. And he's been making the most of every opportunity.
Yeah, when you got somebody cooking like that, you just sit back, watch the show. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing from Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the power forward. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Allen, that's good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Hey, Doris, were you surprised by the success the Cavaliers had last season?
Well, Kev, I certainly expected them to be a terrific basketball team, but that win total was completely striking. But that's the unforgiving part of the business, right? Regular season success doesn't necessarily always translate. Oh, my goodness, a little force from Donovan Mitchell off his feet in a hurry.
George, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
And Merrill has it in the corner. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, George cranes it from beyond the arc. George has got 5 now.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Mitchell finds Merrill. Allen at the screen for Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Mobley. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging about 16 points, almost 3 blocks, and 7 rebounds. And he's a great presence on the glass. He'll battle inside for every rebound.
He's certainly not afraid to mix it up. When bodies are around or flying, he's usually at the point of it.
Pass to Mitchell. Fires from deep. Mitchell connects from 3.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Outside, Maxey. Here's Embiid. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
Garland kicks to Mitchell. Merrill on the wing, defended by George. And Garland has it in the corner. Mobley finds Garland. And the Cavaliers with another 3.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
And GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard is Winston Garland. Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life, and his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for the 76ers. Hunter's checked in for Cleveland.
Well, no question, Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
Garland, the pass to Hunter. And the layup falls. Hunter's got the lead up to 10 now for the Cavs.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
George passes to Grimes. Puts up a 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
And it's good, 2 points. Allen's got 8 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
1:41 left to play in the 3rd. Pass to Embiid. Over Allen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jared Allen.
Wow, Embiid pulls the defender in close and then gets all the contact he wants.
Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Some changes for Philadelphia. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Paul George. And it's Edwards in for Edgecombe. And Embiid drops them both.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And the 76ers making a change here. Bonus checked in. Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. In third, the Cavaliers.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the three.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's Tyson. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 9. Takes a step back. Maxey kicks to Edwards. Pass to Grimes. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Here's Bona. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
How about the strength and focus on that one? It's clear Hunter up to the challenge at finishing on a physical defense.
The Cavaliers shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Jared McCain's checked in for Maxey. A switch here also for Cleveland. Porter's checked in. Pass to Bona. Excellent D from Wade.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Hunter finds Porter. Good on the bucket. Porter's got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Good on the shot. Oubre's got 7 points in the game.
You see the athleticism and the length. Oubre able to get his shot off inside. That's a high percentage look for that young man. The ability to affect a shot and then secure the rebound, that is big time, folks.
And so it's Cleveland, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA. And you see it right there on display.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. We've got Wade. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Porter. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Tyson in at the 3. Pass to Tyson. Porter in the corner. Here's Tyson. Over Oubre. Tyson with the bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Embiid. The big man Embiid converts inside.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Back to Hunter. Cleveland moving the ball around. Wade finds Hunter. And here's Wade. Shoots over Embiid. Wade gets the bucket.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He knows every possession is critical now. Maxey's checked in for Walker. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen in on, guys.
Okay, Ellie, thank you. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Monday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And the first one at the line is good.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
And Embiid drops them both.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Floats it up for Bryant. It's stolen by McCain. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And the 76ers with some changes. Arlo's checked in, and Georgia subbed in for Quentin Grimes. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside Garland. Pass to Bryant. Clock at 4. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Tyson. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. And he trims the lead to single digits.
Oh, what a sweet shot by Maxey. Not putting too much behind it.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Hunter with the screen on Maxey. Now Hunter.
Really on the right play defensively, if you can't block, force them to the line.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And both free throws good for Hunter.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Porter pulls it down. Cleveland leading by 10. Now Garland. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Off target from outside. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now Hunter. Edgecombe with the steal. Now Embiid. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Sixers, Joel Embiid. One shot.
And Kenny Atkinson calls his timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
All right, fans, if you want a t-shirt, then we need you.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Mitchell outside. 1:52 left in the game. Now Mobley. 5 on the clock. Mitchell shrugging off the contact.
One of the real streak scorers in the game. Donovan Mitchell is heated up and percolating.
Now George. Embiid inside. Allen defending. And he makes that one count.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Mitchell. Mitchell finds the high percentage bucket inside.
The Spider is attacking right now. Very few guys can score it as quickly or as easily.
The three goes down.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
Mitchell outside. Now Mobley. And that's an intentional foul.
Edge foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
They've led by as many as 14 points. Mitchell. Oh, wow!
The assist.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And Philadelphia calls time here. 40 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
Now Embiid. Going to work down low.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moments.
Mitchell left side. Mitchell is double. Here's Mobley. Just 5 to shoot. Maxey rips down the rebound. George! He's off from 3. Mitchell outside. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.